Hey everybody, Shake and Bake here from shakespub.net. And this video, we're going to be doing a check-in on Skybreak from Far Sky Interactive. Did some videos on this first when it first came out, and kind of checking back in it. How's it doing? What's new in Skybreak? I'm up in the ship right now, running around, just kind of showing this in case you've never seen this before. You're basically up in this ship. You've crash landed on a planet that you've come to do some, I guess, investigating to find out what has happened here. And basically, these robots, these mechanized creatures that were there to work for you on this planet, they've kind of turned now and gone rogue. And you're there to figure out what is going on and survive in the process, and eventually build a ship to escape because your ship has crashed. And basically, you unlock stuff here. These basically stations where it expands the map, the world, and basically the map, the world, are these islands that you can travel to and discover things, gather resources, craft, all those things. But let's talk about this update 3.0, which is a big update and really changed the game, the nature of the game. I think kind of for the better. I jumped back on, was playing it, and really was enjoying myself, I think, more than the previous build. And what you're seeing now is there's some new creatures, new NPCs. I just shot one of them with, you notice there's no katana, no sword left. They replaced it with like a laser pistol thing, which I really like. I'm glad they did it. I thought the combat was a little wonky with the katana. This is much, much better. This is cool too right here. What you just saw was I actually resurrected that NPC by figuring out the little puzzle. And once you do that, they become your NPC. They basically will fight for you. They will follow you. And because in this new update 3.0, the NPCs, some of them, are much tougher, and so if you take them on head-to-head, close quarters combat, you're going to lose. But if you start to basically take control of these NPCs and they fight for you, you're going to have a much better chance of survival. There is a upgrade system where you can basically unlock how many NPCs will fight for you. When you first start, it's only one. But as you unlock that, you can increase the number of NPCs fighting for you. And again, I'm just taking some on right now to gather some resources. And there is a level indicator on each NPC, how strong they are, basically. My little dog NPC is a 2, and that giraffe thing is like a 1. So as you venture out in these biomes, and they're creating different biomes. In 3.0, they've introduced a new biome, which I'm not unlocked yet, but it's a desert biome. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Now, you see some remnants there from the previous builds of Skybreak. These little old robots in the ground, that's what they used to have. The other thing is here, now we've ventured out in this area where there's kind of weather effects and storm, and these lightning strikes that can damage you. The game's looking really good. I think visually, I like the whole art style of this, the color, the sci-fi feel. I do wish it was a first-person option like in Far Sky, but I do like that right there. So I just zoomed into, this is new. Zooming in with your right click of your mouse is going to bring up that laser. I do like that over-the-shoulder look. I do like that. Now you're seeing also something new, these storm effects. Whether it's tornado, these water spouts, wherever they are, they can obviously damage you, which adds this other element of danger as you roam around. Now, one of the biggest changes in 3.0 is there's no oxygen management. In the previous builds, you had to worry about oxygen. When you ventured out, you had to maintain oxygen levels and get back to your base. If you ran out of oxygen, you died, right? Similar to Far Sky. I'm glad they changed it, actually. I feel like I can actually go out and venture now, get into trouble, find stuff, craft, all of those things, and not have to worry about the oxygen part of the game. I think it worked in Far Sky. I don't think it was working as well in Skybreak, so I'm glad they made that change. I found this area up here. I started to check it out. I ended up getting killed because I was just outnumbered, and I need to expand the number of NPCs that are fighting for me. I like the sounds. I like little laser sounds. I think it's kind of cute, the different animal sounds of the NPCs. There is crafting in this game. It's not really expansive, but again, this is early access, but there's a crafting system where you can craft stuff. You'll see that here in a little bit. But I end up losing, I think, to this. No, I got that guy. But as I'm trying to basically break into these NPCs, I think I ended up getting killed here at some point. But depending on the level of the NPC, it gets harder to break into them, it seems like. So like this dog thing, you see the little red dot there? If you happen to connect to the red dot, you have to start over. That's another element of challenge. You don't have that with the level 1 giraffe thing. Interesting how they put that in there. As you get near, I guess, areas of interest, there are more NPCs to deal with. So there definitely is a challenge there. Now, the big difference in this game, Skybreak, than let's say Farscae, I hate to compare, but the one thing is, the biomes are these kind of smaller islands. In Farscae, you were under the water in the ocean, and it did not, basically the biomes were restricted by how deep and far you could explore based on oxygen content and the level of your gear. This is a little different. That you go unlock things, unlocks these islands, and you can then go explore them. But I do find the islands still a little bit small. That's the only thing I would say with Skybreak is I'd love to have seen, to be honest, a different setting than with kind of floating islands. It does feel a little bit restrictive, like on these islands. That would be my only thing. Is, man, I sure wish it would have been just one world that you traversed out and explored versus this kind of small island concept. But that's just me. That's just Shake. I do get taken out by these NPCs. Again, you need to build up a little army of NPCs, so you will get taken out. You can make kind of bombs. You can make different kind of weapons to help defeat these guys. I just hadn't done that yet. Save points are pretty easy to find on the... geez, they're just beating me down. On the stations, there's save points. So, as far as saving, that's not an issue. Basically, these terminals like this. But yeah, I died. Basically, I hadn't saved it, so I lost my stuff that I'd done, and then I go back out. I would say there's not going to be multiplayer in this game from what I've read. This is a single-player experience. It's one of these, I call them like a chill game. It's just kind of fun to go in there. It's got really nice, relaxing music. You kind of go at your own pace and discover things. The big driver in Farscae was building this sub to escape back to your family. I think, and I like how these guys have created, even in an early access game, they've created an objective. The objective here is to piece together a ship to get back to the mothership or to get home. I'd like to see that pushed more in this game as it evolves, like in Farscae. I'd like to see Skybreak have that, where I feel connected, like, to this mission, over time, and taking more risk, developing this base up here. You can see here you can create like a farm and some other different things here, where you actually can move these modules, which is pretty cool. But where I can basically really get into the story of trying to unravel this mystery, what has happened down here, getting the parts, all of that, and then some awesome maybe cutscene at the end where I'm breaking free through the atmosphere. I think that would kind of give some closure. But overall, I think this was a really good update. If you haven't played in a while, check it out. I'm going to play this some more. Just kind of like, again, it's kind of a chill game, a relaxing game where I, don't want to play with other people, kind of explore, have fun with it, do a little crafting, and take on these challenges. I do want to see the desert area. I think that sounds pretty cool. Check that out. So, guys, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I really like this dev team, Farscae Interactive. They're just good people. And I really think Farscae, to be honest, has, in 30 years of gaming, and this is a big compliment to these guys, is probably one of my, at the top, most fun games played. I loved it. This one here is evolving. I'm going to keep watching it. I don't think it's there yet, but I think it will get there if they keep pushing it. Cheers, peace, guys. Thanks for sub. Thanks for likes. And I'll see you in the gaming world.